15 reasons why King Charles was jealous of Princess Diana's popularity. Have you ever wondered why Princess Diana became such a beloved icon, while King Charles often seemed to struggle to win over the public's admiration? There's no question that during their tumultuous marriage, Princess Diana's incredible popularity completely overshadowed King Charles' reputation, even though he was the future King of England. Even decades after her tragic death, Princess Diana's influence remains incredibly powerful, as evidenced by the public's continued fascination with her life and legacy. Meanwhile, King Charles has certainly grown into his role over the years, but still struggles to entirely overcome the damage to his reputation during his marriage to the people's princess. In today's video, we'll uncover 15 reasons why King Charles was jealous of Princess Diana's popularity with the public. Number 1. Eclipsed in the spotlight. Princess Diana's natural charisma and ability to connect with ordinary people often stole the spotlight during royal engagements and duties. Her warmth, empathy, and vibrant energy frequently overshadowed King Charles' more subdued presence and formal style, even though he was the reigning monarch. Princess Diana had an effortless way of captivating crowds and media attention. When she entered a room, all eyes were drawn to her grace, compassion, and beauty. Meanwhile, King Charles often seemed stiff and out of touch in comparison when interacting with the public or press. He lacked Princess Diana's common touch. This dynamic was likely very frustrating for King Charles. As the ruling monarch, protocol dictated that he should receive top billing and the most media coverage. However, Princess Diana's star power often meant she eclipsed her husband without even trying. She didn't have to compete for attention, it was freely given. While Princess Diana shone in the spotlight, King Charles was frequently relegated to the background. He had to work much harder to command even a fraction of the public adoration and press coverage Princess Diana received just by being herself. Although he hid it well, this imbalance was likely very difficult for King Charles to accept. Number 2. The People's Princess. Princess Diana's empathy, compassion, and accessibility earned her the nickname the People's Princess. The public felt she truly cared about their everyday struggles and concerns. Her ability to personally connect was unparalleled. King Charles' strictly formal persona came across as aloof, distant, and unconcerned with the lives of common people. While he adhered to royal protocol, this formality made him seem emotionally disconnected from his subjects. Princess Diana hugged AIDS patients, sat with the homeless, and listened to the vulnerable. Her hands-on approach as the people's princess highlighted the emotional distance between King Charles and the public in an unflattering light. He struggled to show personal vulnerability. Princess Diana's caring reputation proved she was a monarch of the people, not above them. This was the deepest possible contrast to King Charles' reserved and removed relationship with everyday citizens. His fragile ego must have bristled at being so outshone. Number 3. Media Darling. The media and paparazzi were enthralled by Princess Diana, her fashion influence, her philanthropic work, and her struggles. She was undoubtedly the most photographed and talked about woman in the world. Princess Diana couldn't go anywhere without the paparazzi following her every move. Whether she was grocery shopping, visiting hospitals, or stepping out in a new designer gown, the cameras captured her non-stop. The public appetite for imagery and gossip about Princess Diana seemed endless. This 24/7 media buzz often portrayed King Charles as an uninteresting or irrelevant afterthought by comparison. He deeply resented playing second fiddle in popularity and press coverage to his wife. While Princess Diana made headlines effortlessly, King Charles had to work much harder for a fraction of the media's attention. Even when he made public appearances, the press was eager for any sight of the glamorous and beautiful princess. They often overlooked the king entirely. The media's obsession with Princess Diana frequently minimized King Charles' status. As a monarch, he expected a certain level of public interest in his activities and causes. But next to Princess Diana's star power, he faded into the background. This was a tough pill for him to swallow. Rather than celebrate his achievements or dedication, the press focused on Princess Diana's clothing, charity work, and personal problems. King Charles was an afterthought in his kingdom, largely ignored by the same media that breathlessly covered Princess Diana's every move. For a king expecting his platform to be prioritized, it was incredibly damaging to play second fiddle. Number 4. Traditional versus modern. As a young mother and humanitarian, Princess Diana brought a refreshing, informal approach to royal duties that captivated the public. She was not afraid to break protocol and modernize the monarchy. Princess Diana rejected stuffy royal traditions, preferring a more relaxed, compassionate approach. She crouched down to speak with children at their eye level and hugged those suffering from AIDS. Her hands-on style struck a chord. Meanwhile, King Charles adhered rigidly to tradition and formality as king, which seemed incredibly outdated and dull next to Princess Diana's vibrancy and spontaneity. He declined to adjust with the times. Princess Diana's modern appeal made King Charles appear part of a bygone era. Her hugs and candid conversations seemed warm compared to his stiff upper lip and prim decorum. The public appreciated her authenticity. Princess Diana's youthful informality highlighted just how out of touch the institution of the monarchy could be. She bravely pushed boundaries while King Charles stubbornly clung to tradition. This made him appear curmudgeonly and obstinate. Next to Princess Diana's bold vision of a modern monarchy, King Charles looked trapped in the past. His refusal to evolve with changing social values damaged his reputation. He came across as an intransigent monarch refusing to acknowledge a new era. While Princess Diana helped the monarch appear less remote, King Charles' reticence to embrace her informal style cemented him as cold and old-fashioned. He failed to recognize the positive impact of her groundbreaking modern approach. Number 5. Charitable Causes. Princess Diana passionately championed causes like HIV/AIDS awareness, supporting research, and erasing stigmas. She also ignited an international effort to ban landmines. Princess Diana brought global attention to AIDS patients by visiting hospitals and compassionately shaking hands with the sick. She powerfully fought the false notion that the disease could be spread through touch. Her sincere dedication to humanitarian work made her beloved globally. She worked tirelessly to effect meaningful change, not just show up at charitable events. This set her apart from other royals. Unfortunately, King Charles' charitable efforts were largely ignored or deemed less glamorous and exciting than Princess Diana's high-profile causes. Her crusades often completely overshadowed his hard work. While Princess Diana lobbied governments and bravely visited hospitals, King Charles attended comparatively mundane fundraisers and ribbon cuttings. Her bold activism drew praise, while his diligent charity was dismissed. King Charles devoted himself to climate change, architecture, and education. Worthy causes, but not considered sensational. Meanwhile, Princess Diana's media-friendly philanthropy attracted admiration. Even when their causes overlapped, Princess Diana received credit and acclaim. While King Charles' contributions were overlooked, this was deeply unjust, but spoke to Princess Diana's media magnetism over substance. The public saw Princess Diana getting her hands dirty, while King Charles simply cut ribbons. This created the impression that his charity was performative, while hers had a true impact. In reality, they both worked hard for change. Number 6. Fashion icon. Princess Diana's ever-evolving sense of style was endlessly photographed, analyzed, and copied around the world. She became a true fashion influencer and trendsetter. Meanwhile, King Charles' classic style seemed stuffy and boring in comparison. He stubbornly stuck to traditional British suits and uniforms, while Princess Diana daringly pushed boundaries. Princess Diana wore clothes no other royal would dare don, like off-the-shoulder gowns and miniskirts. She popularized designers like Versace and Catherine Walker, boosting entire fashion houses to fame. King Charles favored the same reliable tailors his whole life, missing opportunities to connect with younger generations through style. Next to Princess Diana, he seemed trapped in the fashion past. Number 7. Emotional accessibility. Princess Diana was open about her struggles with bulimia, self-harm, and depression. Her vulnerability resonated deeply and made her more relatable than any royal before her. Meanwhile, King Charles remained very private and reserved about any personal problems or mental health struggles. This emotional distance did not endear him to the public. By candidly disclosing her pain, Princess Diana erased the stigma around issues like eating disorders and suicide. She became a symbol of the modern era that anyone can struggle. Comparatively, King Charles upheld the traditional British stiff upper lip by keeping a brave face at all times. Unfortunately, his silence came across as coldness, not strength. Number 8. The Love Triangle. Prince Charles' ongoing affection for Camilla Parker Bowles was obvious to the public, who sympathized with Princess Diana as the wronged wife. This damaged his reputation. King Charles carried on his romance with Camilla even after his fairy tale wedding to Princess Diana. The people saw Princess Diana as an innocent victim and deplored his callous treatment towards her. Princess Diana's visible pain over her husband's infidelity made the public protective of her. They felt she had been misled entering the marriage and denied the happiness she deserved. Meanwhile, King Charles' apparent cruelty cemented his poor image. At a time when divorce was still taboo, his disregard for vows seemed to epitomize elite entitlement. Number 9. Fairy tale gone wrong. Their seemingly perfect royal wedding captivated the world. As their marriage deteriorated, the public felt loyal to Princess Diana as the fairy tale ended. King Charles was blamed for the failure. The elaborate 1981 nuptials set the tone for the princess's future miniseries. The people felt they had witnessed the original of her suffering firsthand. When the marital troubles came to light, the public saw Princess Diana as a naive bride betrayed. They sympathized with her disappointment after being sold a fantasy. Comparatively, King Charles came across as an insensitive and unfaithful husband who let down the radiant, youthful bride. The people angrily turned on him for crushing Princess Diana's dreams. Number 10. Unfulfilled Expectations. As the future king, King Charles likely expected public support and respect, but Princess Diana's meteoric popularity far exceeded his own, denying him the automatic admirations royals expect. King Charles assumed he would have been revered and cheered simply because of his birthright and future status as monarch. This entitlement was shattered by Princess Diana mania. Princess Diana needed no royal title to inspire devotion. Her innate charisma and compassion earned people's hearts. So King Charles was denied the automatic loyalty he anticipated. While crowds clamored for Princess Diana, King Charles often faced a small public turnout and disinterested media coverage. It was a rude awakening that his position alone did not guarantee popularity. Number 11. Insecurity. Even powerful figures have human emotions. The stark contrast between Princess Diana's popularity and King Charles' comparative unpopularity likely aggravated any personal insecurities he felt. As a future king, Charles was raised with a sense of entitlement and self-importance. But Princess Diana's fame revealed that royalty alone does not guarantee public approval. This likely rattled King Charles' perception of himself and his role. Princess Diana's superstardom exposed his emotional neediness and dependency on validation. While Princess Diana took her overwhelming popularity in stride, King Charles felt insecure and threatened by the stark imbalance. He was unprepared to play second fiddle in the kingdom. Number 12. Generational difference. Princess Diana embodied vibrant youth and a fresh outlook, while King Charles often seemed older than his years and out of touch with the people. This made him appear irrelevant. As a fun-loving young mother, Princess Diana charmed the public with her energetic vibe. Meanwhile, King Charles came across as an old curmudgeon set in his ways. Princess Diana embraced pop culture and casual fun with ease. She related to young people and inspired dramatic fashion trends. Beside her, King Charles looked stuffy. Princess Diana's youthful vigor highlighted how out of sync King Charles was with the times. Her popularity made the monarchy seem newly relevant, while he represented outdated values. Number 13. Threat to traditional role. Princess Diana's bold approach to royal duties was groundbreaking. She redefined what it meant to be royal. King Charles possibly felt his traditional role as the future king was overshadowed. Princess Diana modernized royal protocol by being more informal and accessible. Her hands-on approach shifted focus from ceremony to humanitarian substance. Meanwhile, King Charles molded himself on previous monarchs and their strict formality. Next to Princess Diana's modern spirit, he seemed too conventional. Princess Diana wasn't afraid to assert herself and push boundaries as a compassionate Queen of Hearts. Her bold vision threatened to eclipse King Charles' traditional concept of the throne. Number 14. Lack of communication. Marital difficulties and lack of communication between Princess Diana and King Charles likely bred resentment on both sides. From early on, Princess Diana and King Charles had little in common. Their contrasting personalities were exacerbated by poor communication skills and emotional distance. Princess Diana tried to voice her needs and frustrations but felt unheard and invalidated. This perceived lack of support further isolated her. Meanwhile, King Charles grew indignant and jealous as Princess Diana's public popularity surged. Their marriage troubles caused him deep resentment towards her glowing reputation. Number 15. Personal incompatibility. Fundamental personality differences may have always caused friction between Princess Diana and King Charles. The pressures of their roles amplified this disconnect. Princess Diana craved intimacy, while King Charles tended to be emotionally restrained, a mismatch that fostered misunderstanding. Princess Diana embraced spontaneity, while King Charles favored structure. She longed for affection he was unable to provide. This bred isolation and resentment. As Princess Diana blossomed into a confident icon, King Charles likely felt insecure about his own stiffness and traditionalism. He could not compete with her vibrant appeal. And those are the 15 reasons why King Charles was likely jealous and resentful of the immense popularity and adoration Princess Diana enjoyed during their marriage. While only those closest to the situation can fully know the truth, we can infer a lot from historical accounts of their dynamic. It's clear Princess Diana's effortless charisma, compassion, and bold humanitarianism deeply resonated with people worldwide. Meanwhile, King Charles often came across as removed, stiff, and old-fashioned in comparison to his vibrant, youthful wife. Princess Diana modernized the monarchy and redefined what it meant to be royal, seemingly without trying, while King Charles clung to tradition. This exposed the generational divide between them. Let me know your thoughts on their complex relationship and the impact Princess Diana's legacy continues to have in the comments down below. Do you think King Charles has overcome any jealousy towards Princess Diana's enduring popularity? Why or why not? Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.